Hello, everyone. I'm here to give you a little synopsis on the Beatles Anthology 2025, parts 1 to 3 review um, on Disney Plus. And I thought I'd do that for you today because I saw my friend Joe Mayo had done that as well. So I thought, well, you know what? Why don't I follow suit and do it myself as well? So I'm going to give you my thoughts on what I thought of it. And um, but first, I'm going to show you. Before I do that, I'm going to show you my DVD box set. And now the running times of the ones on Disney Plus are shorter, and that's a good thing. Because some things might drag a bit, and they don't. It's not necessary to have every single thing from the original in there because it just kind of slows down the picture a little bit. But so this is my original Beatles anthology from from years ago when I got this. I bought this in 2009 on Amazon, and so I'm going to show you each little disc here, which what it comes with. So you get parts 1 and 2 on here, and each disc. So that's what that looks like. Parts 1 and 2 on one disc, and you're going to see a complete difference. So the first two um, are longer. So episode 1 is 79 minutes, and episode 2 is 72 minutes. So it approximately 2 hours and 31 minutes altogether for that one. Then you go to number 2, 3, and 4. So, but 4, 5, 6 will be tonight on Disney Plus, which is already up. And then we have the disc here and the synopsis for that. And so the running time for these ones are 73 minutes and then 71 minutes. So that's 2 hours and 24 minutes in total altogether. Then we have 5 and 6. There's a reason I'm showing you these because I'm going somewhere with this. So you got the Apple again. And then the running times for these ones are 72 minutes and 71 minutes. And that's 2 hours and 23 minutes in total. Then we go to the last one here, 7 and 8. But now tomorrow's going to be 7, 8, 9. So we can have the ninth one that they're going to be showing that's new. That's never been shown before. So a lot of people are up in arms about it, which I've been hearing. That some say it's good, some say it's not good. That they're not sure it's going to be the best. That we're not getting what we want. But I'll come to that bridge when I cross it. When I see that actual episode, I'll let you know my initial thoughts on that, and I'll give the full huge review on my Sunday stream, and you'll get everything. But I thought I'd do this because Joe Mail did it, so I thought, what the hell, I might as well follow suit. So we have episodes 7 and 8. So the running time for this total is 2 hours and 35 minutes in total. So we have 74 minutes for the first one, and then episode 8 is 81 minutes. So that's pretty decent. And then we have Apple again. Then this one is an hour and 21 minutes altogether. And this is all the special features and the Freezer Bird music video. And then you get the cut Apple. That's why I was showing you all that. So you get that. And so, yeah, we get the Beatles anthology here. So that's the DVD set. And I'm going to put this back in here. And then I'm going to show you the book because I have the original one from 1995, which was released. But apparently the other one that's out now, they re-released it, but they just put a new slip jacket over it to make it look 2025. But it's the same thing as what I have here. Now, I'm not going to show you any pictures inside here because this thing is so freaking heavy. I could land in the hospital if this lands on my foot. So here's the Beatles anthology book itself. And on the back it says the Beatles story told for the first time in their own words and pictures. So there you go. Because if I tried to show you pictures in here, I'll break something because this thing is so bloody heavy. So now, when I first went into it last night, I was not expecting to see what I saw. So it starts off where you hear A Hard Day's Night, and then the camera pans backwards as you see as it pulls out to the Beatles anthology, and they cleaned up that picture so well. It's been fully restored, and the sound was amazing. I was like, wow. And then it goes into the song In My Life, and then it goes to Help, and you see the lads from the movie on their bicycles, and he says, let's go back, and you go back, and then you hear echoing back, and then it goes back to World War II, and it starts into the documentary itself. And the picture is fully restored. Everything looks crisp and clean and beautiful, and I was really surprised what they did. And I have to say, I was blown away. And there's more John Lennon in this one. They make him more prominent in this version, because in the old one, hey Zeb, the old one, he's not present more in it. But this one, they have a little more footage of John in it than what they previously had. Oh yes, there is a lot more there, and there's actually some footage in there that I don't think I remember from the original release of it, but it looked and sounded fantastic. Like there's one scene, uh, I think it was episode 3, where they're showing two songs, and it's the Daily Echo, and they're playing This Boy. I heard, "Oh, and this boy would be happy just to love you." There's a different drum beat from Ringo I'd never heard before. And I was listening, because I was not just listening to the song itself, I was taking in the instrumentation of everything that was going on around me. And the drum beat was fantastic. The sound, oh, and when they go to the concert footage, I, I well, Joe Mayo didn't notice it, but I did. They drew back on the screaming girls. They kind of uh muffled it a little bit. You could still hear them, but it wasn't like in your face like it normally is when you watch the film footage of the screaming girls at the concerts. And I didn't even think they were actually going to do that, but I thought that was pretty cool, that I noticed that thing. And I just thought the interviews looked better, and for the footage from '85, when you have the like this, that was the aspect ratio of a smaller, the normal TVs before we had the HD ones and the big ones and all that kind of stuff. Then it was full screen like this. When you see the interviews with George and Paul and that, and they're watching something on a monitor, like watching footage from the old days. And I thought that was really really cool that they did that, making it bigger and more widescreen looking. And I have to say that they cut out some parts, like when you see this tape reel going around, and they're going around the studio like this, with the camera. In the original, there was a lot there, but I'm glad they cut it down a little bit, because it it would have slowed down the whole documentary itself if they put too much in there. But the way they edited it, I thought it was brilliantly done. And I'm looking forward to 4, 5, 6 tonight, and see what they've done with that. They're a little shorter; they're almost like 50 minutes or something. They're not like the longer ones that I just showed you in the box set. But you know what? Sometimes shorter is better. You don't need too much because then it'll drag too much, I think. But I think tonight's episodes are going to be good. And then tomorrow we have episode 7, 8, and the new number 9, which I think is going to be good. Uh, that's tomorrow, Zeb. They're going to be airing that tomorrow on Disney Plus. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be interesting. Um, but I might not give any spoilers on that one yet when I do my Sunday stream, because I don't want to give away until people actually get to see it. But what I saw, my overall rating is 10 on 10. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the old ones and go straight to the new one. Oh no 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 no, Zeb! You got to watch it from start to finish. You got to see what they've edited out and just see it just flows better this way. I think, and even Joe Mayo said the same thing. He said it flowed better this way. I mean, yes, there were some good bits that were cut out, but beggars can't be choosers. You know, it is what it is. You just love it for what it is. A lot of people are complaining, oh, this is not, oh, this is cut, that's cut. Well, I think it looks great. I thought it was great the way they did it, and what can I say? I thought it was brilliantly done, and I'm proud of what they achieved with this. And I'm really looking forward to tonight's episodes and episode 9. But Zeb, you really should watch from start to finish. Don't cheat. Work your way up to it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm watching them in chronological order, and I'm working my way up to it because from the last one, it might connect into the new one. That's the way to do it. You don't want to cheat. You want to watch all of it. You want to see what they cut out, why they cut it out, and you're going to see the editing is perfect. It just makes it better, I guess. I don't know. But I'm going to go back and watch the original box set at some point and see the differences from the new one. But which one do I prefer? I really don't know. I think both are pretty good in their own way. But that's my review of the first three. And I'll give more thoughts on that on Sunday when I do the full review after I've watched 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. Because I just want to do the first three today. I was inspired by Joe Mail to do it, so I said, "Hey, what the hell? Let's give it a go." But but Sunday, I will do the whole thing. Thank you, Zeb, for being here. And as I say on my channel, Beatles forever. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Uh, Come on, end the stream. Here we go. Oops. Sorry, guys.